Welcome back. This is an introduction to CloudFront. CloudFront is a globally distributed system of caching server. It caches copies of any requested files, specifically static content, and they can deliver a local copy of those requested content from the nearby cache or a point of presence. It can accelerate the delivery of dynamic content and improves the application performance and the scaling. It is fast, global, and secure, and it is self-service model with pay as you go. In a CloudFront and the content delivery network of AWS, we have the edge location, which is the point of a presence, and we have the regional edge caches, which are the location where we keep the infrequently accessed data in the cache. And let us now take a demo about a static website that we have in S3, and we want to enable CloudFront with this static website. Welcome back, guys. We are going to speak about CloudFront, and CloudFront is going to be used with S3 bucket. We have a static website in S3 bucket, and we would like to use the content delivery network of AWS, which is the CloudFront. So let us create an S3 bucket, and we will put a static website in it. And that static website, we will use it with the CloudFront. So let us create a bucket. I'm going to call this CDN, my website, and I will make the ownership of the access list enabled. Also, it is a good idea. We need to disable block all public access and acknowledge. And it's a good idea to enable versioning and then click on create a bucket. We are going to use the same static files that we use for the cafe. So I'm going to upload them now. So we'll upload these files to the bucket. I select all of them and drag and drop them to my bucket and then click on upload. When this finish uploading, we are going to basically close this page. And now we need to go to properties, and from static website, we need to enable static website. Similar to what we did in lab 3, it's going to be index.html. The link for that lab is going to be in the video description if you want to refer back to it. And now we want to test that this website is accessible. And as you know from the previous labs, this is not going to happen because I need to do one more thing, which is to select all objects and make them public via the access list. Now refresh the page. You can see I have access now to my static website, and this is my domain name for the website. One thing to do here, it is to add an inline bucket policy for the CloudFront to work in a proper way. Let's go back to permissions, and in the permissions, I need to add this policy here, similar to what we did in the past, which is the policy we normally use for granting a read access for the bucket that we have here. So this is will grant a read only access, and we will change this with the ARN of our bucket. Copy that and save. Let's now go to CloudFront, and in CloudFront we are going to create a CloudFront distribution. So we'll select the CloudFront distribution. We create a distribution, and now the origin of this distribution is going to be Amazon S3 bucket, which is the bucket we just create. Select that. We're going to keep everything to the default, but just make sure you have HTTP and HTTPS. We're going to use HTTP for this CloudFront distribution. And the idea now, we want to feed our images and static file to our static website from a CloudFront distribution. So we'll take a note now from the distribution name. And the next thing is going to be, I want to enable our S3 to work with our content. And to test that S3 is working in a proper way, this is what we are going to do. We go back to S3 and to images, and I'm going to upload a simple file here. I'm going to upload this thumbnail that I use for my videos to the bucket. So we will go back and I will upload it here. It's called myproject.png and click on upload. The next thing is we are going to edit the index.html files based on the new distribution. So I'm going to open my index.html and we are going to change the first image, which is this image here, to the left. You can change any image. Maybe you want to change the about us. We will keep it simple and easy for you guys. So now my image name is called my project, and my project image, I wanted to get that image from the CloudFront distribution. So the idea here, I need to change this or append the CloudFront distribution in front of that. So let's go back to CloudFront, copy this domain here, and now I want to paste it in the same way. You can remove HTTPS because we only have HTTP and click on save. And this is the idea why I say to you, keep the versioning active in this bucket, because you will be able to see what is happening in your bucket when you do this kind of modification, and you can roll back to the previous version if needed. Let me upload index.html again, upload. Now in my CloudFront, I want to check that it is available, which is available. And now I want to refresh the page of my website. And you can see now it's giving me an error. Why? Because I have to go back to my bucket. I added this image which is not public yet. I need to go and make this object public. From here, you can also select all objects in the bucket if you want. Now go back to your bucket. You should be able to see now the website with the new logo displayed here as expected. And as you can see, this is, if you inspect it, it's going to be reading this from the CloudFront. It's not going to be directly read from the S3 bucket. And CloudFront is very useful service when you have lots of static and document that you want to cache in the edge location. Thank you for seeing this video and see you in the next one.